girl.
Put your hands up where I can see them.
They're claiming that their son's death was murder.
Come out with it if you're telling me that the CPD is going to leave me out here to dry.
All you got to do is find his phone. He's the chief lifeguard. This guy hired
Unqualified lifeguards in exchange for sex.
He pinned me down. People drown because of you.
Sure he's never going to convict.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Margot Robbie, NBC Tonight.
On our broadcast tonight, rainbow fentanyl looks like candy, but it can be deadly. We'll explain what law enforcement is saying about the drug as Halloween approaches. Plus, the town is cracking down on PFAS contamination. We'll have more on what Peshtigo is doing to fix its water issues. And Governor Evers is looking to help first responders. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Jessica Jukic and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Jessica Jukic. The discussion around rainbow fentanyl has been rising on social media and on the news lately, but the information about it can be confusing. Many law enforcement offices and parents have concerns that the deadly drug could be found in Halloween candy. News Watch 12's Kyle Pozorski explains that while parents should always be cautious when trick-or-treating, finding rainbow-colored fentanyl in Halloween candy is highly unlikely.
Fentanyl has been making its way into the United States for many years through foreign suppliers.
It is all over the United States. The most of the stuff, like you're seeing, the rainbow fentanyl is being manufactured by Mexican cartels.
The deadly drug is known to be 50 to 100 times more potent than morphine and 30 to 40 times more potent than heroin by weight. When used in medical settings, fentanyl is prescribed to relieve pain from serious illness. It has also been enticing for recreational drug users who want what's called the ultimate high. Robinson says the recreational drug comes in many forms.
It can come in patches, it can come in liquid form, powder form, and pill form.
One of the many forms currently raising concern on social media and through news is rainbow fentanyl, which are colorful capsules typically with M30 markings. This new form of the drug has parents and officials alike concerned, believing it will be found in candy when children go out trick-or-treating this Halloween. But that's not necessarily the case.
They're usually quite expensive, so people aren't just dispensing them. Usually what we're having is where somebody would accidentally knock something in or accidentally get put in.
This rebuttal has been echoed by late-night host John Oliver.
Because even if dealers were targeting trick-or-treaters with a first ones on the house strategy, where do you expect little Zeke to come up with the cash for the next one?
Even though it's possible that fentanyl can be found in Halloween candy, it doesn't mean it's likely. So for parents concerned about the risk, just keep in mind two words: be cautious.
Anything that's not in a packaging from like a store or a regular candy packaging, anything that you can't identify, definitely get rid of.
Jeff, it was a cool day, but I hear we're going to get a warm-up. What can we expect?
Yeah, the average high is still in the low 50s. We did not do that today, but tomorrow we go close to that and followed by 60s getting in here on Friday, and we're going to go for 70 over the weekend. You ready for that?
I'm ready for
Let's
that.
go outside now and check on the temperatures. We're hanging out in the 40s currently. We're going to fall off into the 30s and even some upper 20s for lows tonight. After we did this today, 41 in Rhinelander. Again, that's not normal. The average high being 52, 53 or so. 42 in Tomahawk, 42 also for Antigo. So a cool day for us today. Right now we're at 33 in Rhinelander, 32 for Antigo. So it's cool out there, but the wind is finally dying down. It's actually gone to zero in some spots out there now. And look across the west. We're building some heat. Now, not like mid-July heat, but we got some heat. 50s across the west right now. That's the air moving our direction. So tomorrow up near 50, Friday up near 60, followed by we could do 70 over the weekend. Some light cloud cover out there now. We'll stay with us tonight and looking at partly cloudy skies throughout our day for tomorrow. Our forecast then tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies and low temperatures down near 28. Your full forecast coming up, Jessica.
Thank you, Jeff. A night enjoying a bonfire ended terribly for several people over the weekend in Pulaski, Wisconsin. Police say someone rolled an explosive device into the bonfire, which made it explode, injuring more than 24 people. 4 teens are still in a Milwaukee hospital recovering from their injuries. The community is now rallying behind the victims and have started a GoFundMe page.
When something affects a small town like this, everybody finds out about it very quickly, and Of course, you know, in some of the social media groups and stuff like that, people were, how can we help? What can we do?
The money she raises will be going to help those being treated in Milwaukee pay for gas, hotels, and meals. Lincoln County is receiving a portion of Wisconsin's $400 million opioid settlement. The county is receiving $750,000 from that settlement. Lincoln County joined the opioid lawsuit back in 2017 against several opioid manufacturers and suppliers. The payments will be semi-annual payments over the next 18 years. So far, the county has received $27,000. Wisconsin counties and municipalities are receiving 70% of the overall settlement, while the Department of Health receives 30%. The town of Peshtigo is suing the companies they say are responsible for causing contamination of drinking water with PFAS. The town asserts several claims under Wisconsin law against Tyco Fire Products, Johnson Controls, Chem Design, and ChemGuard. Each of those companies are alleged to have contributed to the contamination that has adversely affected the town and its residents for years. The town alleges that the defendants released PFAS from properties located in Marinette, Wisconsin. Extraordinarily high concentrations of PFAS have been detected not only on the property, but also in groundwater and surface water off-site, including in the town of Peshtigo. In the litigation, the town is seeking remedies from the defendants sufficient to reduce the PFAS contamination and protect the health of town residents. Wisconsin has its largest budget surplus in state history at $4.3 billion. Governor Evers wants to use part of that money to boost pay for emergency responders. Evers stopped by the Rhinelander Fire Department yesterday. He wants the state to give more money to municipalities, which in turn would lead to larger police and fire department budgets.
I think a lot of people welcome the fire and police the careers. I just think we have to give them more respect and pay them more.
The Rhinelander Fire Department usually has 6 people for every 8-hour shift. Chief Brian Tenoncourt would like to hire 2 more firefighters for each shift. Budget limitations right now have prevented him from doing that. Governor Evers, along with the EPA and the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, announced the start of a new federal funding to support municipal investments in wastewater and drinking water infrastructure. This investment includes an additional $79 million awarded by the EPA for the existing state revolving loan fund program. And with that, $64 million for lead service line replacement and addressing emerging contaminants like PFAS. The DNR is accepting online notices of intent to apply for municipalities for this financial assistance now through October 31st. This funding is made possible by the federal bipartisan infrastructure law signed by President Biden last November, bringing significant funding to enhance the state's ability to fund needed water infrastructure projects. More help is coming to families using the WIC program. Coming up, we'll explain why the Biden administration is increasing the current allowance for families. That's after weather right here on Newswatch 12.
Defund the Police radical Mandela Barnes isn't just dangerously wrong on crime. Barnes supported raising Wisconsin's gas tax nearly 30%, while we already pay some of the highest gas taxes in the country. Barnes wants to stop all oil and gas production in America, killing jobs and making prices skyrocket. And while Barnes didn't pay his own taxes, he pushed a $1 billion tax increase on Wisconsin families. We can't afford radical Mandela Barnes. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Dr. Justin Scher, DC with the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau. Are you one of the millions of people suffering with the symptoms of peripheral neuropathy? Your symptoms may include numbness and tingling in your feet or hands, difficulty sleeping from leg or foot discomfort, and debilitating balance problems. I have good news for you. You can now get relief with our breakthrough treatment method without the use of drugs or surgery. Our treatments help to heal damaged nerves that cause peripheral neuropathy. If left untreated, you may eventually end up with a walker or wheelchair, so don't delay. Call our office now to schedule an appointment to see if our treatment methods are right for you. We will do a painless neuropathy severity exam to determine the amount of nerve loss. If you qualify for our treatment, it can truly change your life. Start living your life pain-free. Call today.
I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Ron Johnson caught lying. Independent fact checks call his attacks on Mandela Barnes false and misleading. But it's Johnson's views that are alarming. Johnson supported a ban on abortions. He co-sponsored a bill that makes no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the woman. And Johnson said if women don't like it, they can move. The truth is, it's Ron Johnson who doesn't belong in Wisconsin.
There you are. Welcome back, my friends. Let's start here. The temperature results are in from September. It came back as the 5th warmest September on record globally. So that's land and ocean temperatures. So for North America, though, it was the warmest September on record. And on a map, this looks like this. So red's above average, blue is below. A lot of red during the month of September. And not so much this weekend, though, right? All right, so tomorrow is a big day because the official projections for winter comes out from the Weather Service, thus your tax dollars, and it looks like an El Nino winter setting up, which could mean warmer than average temperatures across the south, but for us, colder than average temperatures and likely more precipitation. That could give us a very snowy winter around here. We'll see what that comes out with like tomorrow. All right, so we had lots of wind across the area last couple of days. That took down lots of trees. The scenery is different, as you know. The leaves are coming down. So across the top parts of Wisconsin here, looking at past peak conditions, but still some very lovely scenes across central Wisconsin and definitely across southern Wisconsin right now. All right, so temperatures out there currently. It's 33 in Rhinelander, 32 in Leona, 37 for Wausau. It's very comfortable out there. The average high is in the 50s, the average low is in the 30s. We'll have low temperatures tonight, pretty much hanging out in the mid to upper 20s. As we have warmer temperatures off to the west of us, there they are. Look, it's not too far away. That is moving our direction. So tomorrow we'll have high temperatures up near 50, partly cloudy skies, but Friday up near 60, followed by what could be the return of a couple of 70-degree temperatures over the weekend, as there's just lots of warm temperatures across the west. We'll get a sliver of that in here for tomorrow, more so for Friday and Saturday. But, you know, the cold air typically wins this time of year. It's heavier, it's denser, it's on the move. It's likely getting back in here on Tuesday. That'll bring our temperatures back to reality on Tuesday into Wednesday, with highs likely back near 40, even a couple upper 30s then. On paper, that looks like this. So 51 tomorrow, 61 for Friday, 64 for Saturday. That's that day on Sunday. Look, we could go for 70 on Sunday afternoon. So if you've been a bit of a slacker, I'm not judging, but if your boat's still in the water or your pier is still in the water, this is your weekend. It's going to be fantastic out there. A bit colder for Monday, and then here we are falling off the cliff on Tuesday into Wednesday. High temperatures next Wednesday near 40 degrees. All right, so snowfall. Lots of you are wondering, what are we going to do this winter? Well, we'll see. But overall, 116.3 is the number to beat. That's our snowiest winter on record in Rhinelander. We've already had 2.4 inches of that on the ground so far. After a high today, average high 53. And there's that snow, so 2.4 so far. But you get the idea. It's been, we could use some more snow, and we're definitely going to get some, but not anytime soon, as we have warmer temperatures on the way. Also on the way, some cloud cover. They've already kind of rolled back in. It's kind of a hazy cloud cover out there right now. No precipitation from that for us. In fact, we're dry most likely until Monday as high pressure is building in, but definitely a few more clouds across our region for tomorrow. Futurecast shows as well. So clouds, partly cloudy skies across our area tomorrow, followed by dry conditions until we get to most likely Monday. Here comes that next front coming through, likely bringing us rain showers Monday into Tuesday. That could end as a couple of light rain showers on Tuesday evening into early parts of Wednesday. So our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds, low temperatures down near 28, with that west breeze around 5 to 10 for tomorrow. All right, it's Thursday already, partly cloudy skies, so mostly cloudy skies for a couple hours in there. Look for high temperatures, noticeably warmer, near 51 tomorrow. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows 51 tomorrow, 61 for Friday. There's the weekend. Fantastic. Before we get some more rain showers in here on Monday. Jessica?
Thank you, Jeff. The Biden administration is investing $53 million in the Women, Infants, and Children Nutrition Program. The grant aims to beef up outreach efforts, improve technology, and enhance the shopping experience for families receiving the Supplemental Nutrition Program known as WIC. The funding comes from the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. The effort comes as the Biden administration seeks to bolster food assistance and minimize hunger in the U.S. Some 6.2 million Americans reportedly participated in WIC in February. Top retailers are giving workers a break this Thanksgiving. Walmart, Target, and Best Buy will close their doors this Turkey Day, a practice many companies started in response to the pandemic. Kohl's and others will also close on Thanksgiving this year. At the same time, the big retail chains are again starting discounts early this year. Some have already launched promotions and sale events to plan to spread them out across the season. Hundreds of people in Wausau are expected to be laid off after Foot Locker announced the closure of its facility. Foot Locker Inc. announced it will be phasing out distribution at its Wausau facility, laying off 210 people by May 2023. The first layoffs will occur on January 31st, and 162 employees are expected to be affected. The second round of layoffs are anticipated to occur on or before April 30th, 2023, and is expected to affect the remaining 48 employees. A local high school's mascot is being nominated for Best Mascot in America. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Saul Meyer will tell us which one is in the running.
When I started working at Michaels Corporation, Tim was 9 years old.
Tim worked in the trenches for many years when he first started out in this company.
51 years.
12 years. 20 years. 50 years.
Took a small Wisconsin company to one of the best in America.
Tim is really hardworking.
Very good leader, and he's going to tell you like it is. Because of Tim Michaels, there are thousands of good-paying jobs in Wisconsin.
Jobs that people are proud of.
I wouldn't hesitate for 1 second to jump in a foxhole with Tim.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One. Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things. It's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
You heard the jingle man, Wisconsin. That means it's time to get a versatile, rugged, athletic SUV that makes you feel like you just won a title. Again. Honda was just crowned KBB.com's best value brand for the 7th year in a row. So get up and go to your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin. Bring it home, Songbird.
Coming up on your Thursday, we're going to get a little paranormal here in the studio.
That sounds a little spooky, but some nice things, though. The weather, temperatures are going to be rising. When could 60s occur? More when you tune in on your Thursday edition of the show.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River. In sports, we tend to give all of the glory to the players on the field. But today, it's time to give that glory to the unsung heroes of high school sports, the mascots. Rhinelander's high school's mascot, the Hodag, has been nominated for the best high school mascot in America. The Hodag had made it through the bracket round earlier in the year, where it was declared the best mythical creature mascot, but now it's time for the big one. Up against the Camas County Mushers, my hometown state, Texas's Hutto Hippos, the Lincoln Rail Splitters, the Lanai Pine Lads and Lassies, the Mars Fighting Planets, the Shelley Russets, the Mount Clemens Battling Bathers, the Polka Dots, the Roxana Shells, the Muskogee Ruffers and the Lake Forest Academy Caxies. The Hodag is currently in first place right now, and you can vote on the Scorebook Live website, and we have a link to the voting posted on our website as well. Okay, now we're going to give the glory to the guys on the field. Both the Northwoods and the Valley Football Association conferences released their all-conference teams for this past season. For the Northwoods Conference, running back Mason Mullins and offensive lineman Rowan Pagel of Crandon and kicker William Toms were awarded first team, with Pagel being the unanimous selection for the offensive side. For the defensive side, defensive back Mason Evans of Tomahawk and linebacker Caden Palubiki, defensive lineman Silas Denny and punter Brett Palubiki were awarded first team honors, with Denny and the Palubikis being unanimous selections. Tom Hoyle of Crandon won Northwoods Assistant Coach of the Year. For the Valley Football Association, offensive lineman Caden Kershaw and Brant Rice from Wausau West and Noah Peterson from Marshfield. Fullbacks tight end Sam Meverdeen from Marshfield and Bryce Jaworski from Wausau West. Running backs Leo Brostowitz from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, Ray Reneck from Wausau West were all named unanimous first team on the offensive side. Now for the defensive side, D lineman Connor Ackey from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln and Isaac Daggett from Marshfield were unanimous first team all-conference selections. Quarterback Trevor Fomo from Marshfield won the Offensive Player of the Year. Connor Akey from Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln won Defensive Player of the Year. And Dennis Godel from Marshfield won Coach of the Year. Congrats to all the players and coaches. Good luck in the playoffs. The NBA season opener was last night and saw a ton of action. Golden State's ring ceremony and beating the Lakers and the Celtics revenge tour starting off on the right foot after beating the 76ers at home. But what about the Bucks? Well, Milwaukee season starts tomorrow, and we'll see them go head-to-head with another Eastern Conference powerhouse in the Philadelphia 76ers in prime time. While this team may be one of the older ones and full of veterans, there's one player who will be making his NBA debut, first-round draft pick Marjon Beauchamp. Not only will he be making his NBA debut tomorrow, but he's going to have to step up big time in terms of minutes and production after Pat Connaughton's injury. Beauchamp tells us he's got, whether or not he's got those first game butterflies.
I feel like I'm prepared, you know. I just got to come with the same urgency each day and really just come with my defense. I feel like my defense will lead to my offense, and just be ready, you know, because like you said, like anything can happen.
After a winless preseason, Giannis explains how he thinks the Bucks can improve and have more success win the regular season games.
We gotta, come out and set the tone, play hard, build good habits, play to improve, play for the team. We have to be hungry. We have to play together. We gotta defend better because it's not gonna be easy.
Giannis and the boys will have a tough test ahead of them right off the bat when they take on the 76ers in prime time. We'll be right back after the...
Over 800 convicted criminals released. 270 murderers and attempted murderers released. 44 child rapists released. Tony Evers' parole commission has released hundreds of violent criminals early, including some of the worst killers in Wisconsin history. Evers' liberal policies are making our communities less safe. Tony Evers put criminals first and our family's safety last.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there, just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Get 2.49% APR for 48 months on a new Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
There's nothing like volunteering, but my moderate to severe eczema can make it hard.
Now, I'm staying ahead of it.
Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, so you can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch.
Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
I'm Sheriff Jim Johnson. I'm Sheriff Eric Severson. We've got the real story on Mandela Barnes. Barnes wants to defund our police, but he spent over $600,000 of your money on police protection for himself. Barnes wants to eliminate bail for violent felons, and his administration has already released over 800 criminals, including 44 child rapists. Take it from us. Mandela Barnes policies are a threat to your family.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
I've been a patient with Dr. Tukolsky at Family Foot and Ankle for over 10 years. He has gone above and beyond. I've got the best of the best. When I talk about Family Foot and Ankle, I tell everyone about my great experiences with them. Having a podiatrist that shows sincere interest in their patient is key, and that's what I've experienced at Family Foot and Ankle. I have complete trust and confidence in them.
Put your feet in our hands at Family Foot and Ankle Clinic.
School buses and cross-country trips don't often go together, but for one family with ties to the Northwoods area, it's become a reality. Jill Bukaru is the Tomahawk native who relocated to California, where she met her husband and started a family. Recently, they made a major life decision on a road trip to find a new home. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver has their story.
It might be an unfamiliar concept, but traveling across the country in a bus, well, for this family, it's just a lifestyle.
It's 11 states, 4,300 miles, 11 national parks already.
It's honestly been the time of my life.
In late July, Jeff, Jill, and Simon Campbell packed their bags and left Pasadena on a 2000 international school bus.
Lots of double takes. I think people aren't really sure what to expect. When you tell people you live on a bus, they're like, what?
Life on the road is awesome. Most kids don't get to explore the country like I'm doing in this bus.
They started their cross-country journey on the gas guzzler.
We get about 7 to 8 miles a gallon.
While the Golden State had their heart, they wanted something new.
We love California, but it's a little pricey out there, you know, and some things were changing, so we thought the timing was perfect.
As they began to look for a new home, they realized there were too many places to go and too many people to see.
When it came to kind of deciding maybe should we live somewhere else, we should at least explore other places. Let's go see everything because we like all different places for all different reasons.
That's why Jeff Campbell flew all the way out to Vermont to buy the 38-foot-long school bus, sight unseen.
One of the things people always say is, oh, I can never do that. And it's interesting because everybody can. You just got to make a choice. And so we made a choice to dive into our family life and kind of challenge ourselves and do something we hadn't done before.
Once he got back west, the family began their new trek, calling this rig their new home on wheels.
This gave us an opportunity to see and experience all of those different places and not be really confined to like one area or one state or one town.
Life on the road has not been without its challenges. 3-point turns, overhangs, and getting gas, just to name a few. That's where their SUV comes in handy.
I do a lot of scouting. I'll go ahead and let him know, like, I could think there's room here. Don't take a left. You can't fit there. And so I do a lot of the exploring and making sure that the bus is going to fit wherever we want to go.
As for where they'll settle, they'll continue to visit new places, keeping northern Wisconsin in mind.
Even when we do land somewhere, I really see us traveling more. So I could see this as a home base or one of our elongated stops.
Remote work and school will still keep them busy, but they love their newfound freedom.
We get to drive our lives, and I'm not beholden to anybody to tell me where I got to be and when I got to be there and how long I got to stay.
In Tomahawk, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
Get organized and save big money with help from Menards. Closetmaid has high-quality, multi-function home organization solutions that keep your home neat and tidy. Closetmaid closet kits can be cut to fit any space and are great for hanging clothes and storing accessories. Organize your life and pick up an adjustable shelf track wire closet kit. Save 11% on all Closetmaid closet kits and accessories now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
They say the real measure of a leader is in how he treats his people.
But at Tim Michael's company,
These allegations span over 2 decades.
women say they were groped,
The male superior groped the crotch and inner thigh of a female employee.
assaulted, and pressured to have sex with their bosses.
If she refused demands for sex, she would be blackballed.
And when coworkers spoke up, they say they were fired. So if that's the kind of leader Tim Michaels is, how do you think he'd lead the state?
Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Looking for one of our most capable Ford SUVs? Okay, great. We've got you covered. Spacious interiors, innovative tech, good looks, and a legendary off-road experience. Check out our inventory today, or let us help you place a custom order. Getting into the perfect Ford SUV? Well, it's easier than ever. Yeah, we've got you covered. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2022 Ford Escape or Edge and get 0% financing for 66 months.
There's nothing like volunteering at the fire department.
There's nothing like hitting the waves.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it hasn't always been easy.
Since my skin was so irritated and itchy.
And even worse with all my gear on.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema. So adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
A new study finds that some people really are mosquito magnets, and it probably has to do with the way they smell. The researchers found that people who are most attractive to mosquitoes produce a lot of chemicals on their skin that are tied to smell. To put the mosquito magnetism to the test, the researchers asked volunteers to wear nylon stockings around their forearms to pick up their skin smell.